Now, sports with Garrett Brown.
Grand Valley rivals collided in a two-part battle. Central Warriors met the Fruita Monument Wildcats both on the baseball diamond and on the soccer pitch, looking to take home temporary bragging rights over their contemporaries. We're going to start things out at Simplicio, where the first round of this matchup pitted the Cats against the Warriors. Both teams came into this game in a Southwestern League showdown red hot. Both winners of 6 straight headed into play. Wildcats turning to number 18 on the mound, Carter Hines, to work through this Warriors lineup, and the Wildcat right-hander was doing just that early on, striking out the Warrior batter here. But despite the early success, he would eventually find himself in quite a bit of a jam with runners at the corners looking to dance out of danger. But that pitch to Gavin Metley gets away, and the first Warrior run of the day would come in to score. That's Lewis Kuntz making it in safely to score, and that would tie it all up at 1 apiece. Hines, though, he snuffs out the Central rally, bearing down to get the punch out for the last out of the inning there and keep things all tied up at 1-all. Then, this next clip, how about Hines helping his own cause? In the following at-bats, a leadoff extra base hit for him that bounces off the right center field wall to get that Fruita offense woken up. And that seemed to be just what the Wildcats needed after Hines coasts into second. Very next batter, lefty Gavin Cardoza. He also takes one to right field. More than enough for the Fruita courtesy runner Jimmy Hawkins to go flying around to score from second. Fruita would retake the lead after he makes it in safely to score at 2-1 and looking to do a lot more. Wildcats with a chance to break this one wide open later on in the inning. Bases juiced for the sophomore Josh Weaver there. Another Fruita southpaw. He'd follow that same formula we've seen a couple times already, going to right field. And that gave more than enough room for not one, but 2 Wildcats to make it into score. And they go on to hang 6 runs on the board in the second inning before it was all said and done. Back on the mound, Hines still proven to be a tough code to crack for those Central batters. Another strikeout looking there. He'd have 5 strikeouts before his day was done. Okay, we've seen Fruita pitching, and we've seen what they can do on the mound, or in the batter's box, that is. But how about a little flashing the leather? Octavio Gallegos with the rocket out the other way, but Scuba Smolinski, instead of diving, goes for the leaping catch there for the out, and Fruita continues to stifle Central. They go on to make this a lot more lopsided, including a long ball off the bat of Parker Noah to take down Central in game 1 of the day at a final of 18-1. We'll get to that second game between those two programs on the soccer pitch here in just a second. But first, let's run down some high school baseball scores. Grand Valley Cardinals, they pick up their first win over the year over Nucla, but then they try to get greedy and make it 2 in a row, and they can't quite pull that off, losing game 2 5-4. Nucla then over in Hotchkiss in a rematch of a game that started their season for the North Fork Miners with a 16-0 victory over the Olathe Pirates. They weren't able to run up the score to double digits in this one, but they still wind up shutting out the Pirates, winning that one 7-0. North Fork is rolling, making it 4 wins in a row. All right, now to that soccer matchup. Both teams shaking hands before this one. Fruita won the prior matchup between these two last month, 3-0. Fourth minute of this game, Kenya Silieta. She gets the pass from her teammate and has a breakaway on net. Shoots, but it's saved by the Central keeper, Jasmine Hernandez. 6th minute now, corner kick for the Wildcats. Ball swung in. Catherine Grossman gets free for the header, but sends it just wide. Shutouts intact, 0-0 at halftime. At halftime, Central also celebrated 12 seniors for senior night. Now to the second half of this one, McKenna Shenna crosses the ball into the box, nearly cleared away by the Central defense, but it finds the feet of Silieta, who turns and buries the ball in the upper corner for the first goal of the match. The sophomore gets her 4th goal of the season, but Silieta wasn't quite done yet. Just a few minutes later, the sophomore again is clear on a goal, and she buries her 2nd goal of the match past Hernandez, doubling the lead for Fruita, 2-0. And then after that goal, we're going to skip ahead to the final minutes of the match. Central looking for something here. Evelyn Brown beats her defender, shoots to the left, but what a save there by Jasmine Hernandez. It will ultimately be for naught, though, as Fruita wins this one 2-0, their 3rd consecutive victory. A couple more scores from the high school soccer pitch. Palisades Soccer, they might be all the way back from their first loss of the year, snapping out of it to the tune of an 8-0 win against Cole Ridge, and they're going to look to keep it rolling against Glenwood Springs on the road.